Dear colleagues, good afternoon. For some of you, good evening. For some of you, good morning in the Western Hemisphere. Good time of the day. Let's check the connectivity before we start. So, Dmitry, could you please enable the chat? Please tell me whether you can see and hear me well. On a scale from 1 to 10, I see tens, hundreds, and even thousands. Thank you very much, friends. Okay, we can officially start this significant big day, which is the 26th of February 2026. In other words, 26/02/2026. And we're officially launching the registration on our updated marketing platform called Micron Global. And today, dear colleagues and partners, and we have more than 1,600 people today, we are going to talk about the launch itself. We are going to talk about certain technical features that are in store for us in the next couple of weeks. And the second part of our meeting, I'm going to talk about some updates that will be, I'm sure, very inspiring for you. So the most interesting part is going to be in the second part, and hopefully it'll take us an hour, because we're going to have a sweet and short presentation. We've been going for it for quite some time. We've been working hard on it, and finally that day has arrived. So I would like to start our meeting from a video presentation of our marketing platform, and then we're going to talk about what it is all about. Then we're going to mention why we decided to do the rebranding, and then we will follow the agenda. Now, please, all eyes on the screen and watch carefully the video presentation that we've prepared for you.
All great things start out very small. With that first thought, the first step, the first result. So an idea that could have stayed only on drawings and mock-ups ultimately ended up becoming the foundation of a whole new industry. That's how UST string transport technology was born. In 2014, engineer, scientist, and inventor Anatoly Yunitsky introduced the world to a new, eco-friendly transport concept, safe and efficient for transporting passengers and cargo. Instead of going to officials and big funds, they chose the route of crowdfunding. That's how the project's first ever platform was born, bringing together thousands from around the world to back and actively support an engineering idea. RSW Systems became the bridge between the dream and making it real. In that time, 2 full-fledged R&D centers were launched for testing and certifications. Production facilities were built with modern equipment. 15 models of Unimobiles were produced. And more than 600 jobs were created. More than 60 design and engineering bureaus are involved in the development. Investors from over 200 countries have backed the idea. This is no longer an idea. Thanks to investors from around the world, the engineering company Yunitsky String Technology Inc. has created a revolutionary product and achieved impressive results that have earned high international standing and been validated by strict certification. And we're certainly not stopping there. The technology has moved into the real economy. The UST complex has already been designed for the Sosny Sanatorium on Lake Naroch, and the versatile Unilight Unimobile is proving the transport's effectiveness in commercial settings. This is a clear signal to every single partner. Investments are turning into tangible projects with substantial market potential. Today, a new phase begins. RSW Systems is transforming into Micron Global, an international marketing company designed to enable the global scaling of the engineer's ideas. RSW Systems, Micron Global scales Unitsky's string transport. Micron Global is more than just a new name. It's a strategy, a philosophy, and a new era of commercialization. Micron is a symbol of each of us, a particle that's almost invisible on its own, but without which the whole can't exist. From the small to the great. That's our outlook. Greatness comes from the small, when each of us is an integral, indispensable part of it. Micron Global is a modern digital platform built to the absolute highest technological standards. Personal accounts, the career model and statuses are consistently built upon transparency, strong security, and global support. Every part of the system is geared toward measurable results, from personal growth to scaling your business and further strengthening your investment portfolio in practice. Micron Global is a structure you can trust, tools that work and opportunities that deliver results. We didn't just believe in the technology, we came together to make it a reality. Micron Global is people who take part not for expectations, but for results. Here a person isn't just an investor, but a co-creator of change and a co-owner of a global industry and a committed partner in shaping tomorrow. Here trust turns into real concrete steps and the path is open to anyone who genuinely sees themselves in it. Become an active, contributing part of a global story and a co-owner of UST technology alongside Micron Global.
So, dear friends, we've launched the platform, and this presentation is a proof of that. Please give me some reactions in the chat, how you liked this video presentation of our platform, friends. People are saying super, 10, nice, woohoo. We have 100% bravo, applause, tens, amazing, someone wrote hooray, someone gave 1,000,000 on the scale from 1 to 10. Well, the chat is flooded with positive emotions, and in literally 5 minutes we have now 200 more people. Now, right now we have 1,800 plus people in the chat, our partners, colleagues who are attending from different corners around the world. And please tell me in the chat what country you're from. Let's see our geography today, because if I'm not mistaken, we have more than 8 languages for sure. We have English, we have Italian, Spanish, Croatian, if I'm not mistaken, the Czech language, Romanian language, Vietnamese, and we are expanding. So we have Vietnam, Georgia, South America, Slovenia, Kyrgyzstan, Belarus. I cannot keep up with the chat. Italy, Nigeria, Nepal, Poland, Germany, Belgium, Ukraine, India, Japan, Tanzania, Great Britain, Kazakhstan, Lithuania, India again. Friends, I literally cannot keep up with your messages. So we have Russia, Belarus again, Spain, Kyrgyzstan, Switzerland, Colombia. I saw Argentina there as well, Norway, Japan. Friends, we have the entire world represented here. And this is not surprising, actually, because the author of the technology, because of whom we're here today, is Dr. Unitsky. Unitsky as in uniting. He's indeed uniting people with his vision, with his idea, with the vision of a bright future for humanity. And the mission that he is bringing forward is the mission that is uniting all of us. And we now are fully aware that all Dr. Unitsky's technologies and inventions are for greater good. And this is his life mission. So this is why we've called our platform Micron Global, because our philosophy, our ideology is that thanks to the efforts of every person and every contributor to the UST technology, and there are hundreds of thousands of people who contributed, 500,000 of people. So that was a huge number of micronic efforts that helped create a sector-shaping technology. So this is just the beginning. So Micron Global is about taking small actions to achieve something big, something great. From smallness to greatness, if you will. And we are living proof of that. And for me to give you a detailed outline of the advantages of our platform, we're going to move on to the slide deck, and I will tell you more about the platform, what it will look like, how we're going to work on it. So again, please, all eyes on the screen. Dmitry, please launch the slides. And right now, you can see our logo, which we will use to work for many decades ahead in the future. And now, as you can see on the screen, we have indeed people from across the entire world, different nationalities, different ethnicities, different religions, and we are all united by the string transportation technology. So, dear partners, we are offering you within our rebranding efforts to truly plan everything, weigh everything, and make the wisest decision to start working on with our platform, because ahead of you, you have an opportunity to build a successful career, help a huge number of people, to help them learn about the unique opportunities offered by the GTI group of companies. I'm talking about investment opportunities. I'm talking about the activities that our marketing company is going to be engaged in, the opportunity to build a career for many, many years into the future, because we fully realized, based on the previous meetings that we had with Dr. Unitsky together, that crowd investing will continue playing a crucial role in scaling up of the GTI group of companies and the UST technology in particular. We can move on to the next slide. And here I would like to draw your attention, dear friends, that we have a very good portfolio, very good knowledge of how crowd investing works, because Micron Global is a logical continuation of the original platform RSW systems from which that process started, that Micron, which was the square one. It all started on our platform RSW systems. And as a result, what we have right now, so in 12 years of our work, we have a global reach of more than 200 countries and territories in the world. Officially, we have 195 countries, but there are some territories that are not considered countries. But still, we have investors from those territories, people who supported the idea of UST and Dr. Unitsky. And our mission of our platform is to provide a breakthrough UST engineering solutions with a direct path from concept to global market entry. And this is aligned with our slogan, with our philosophy, from small to great. Let's move on. And what is the result in numbers of the crowd investing efforts? So what we've helped create, I'm talking about the GTI group of companies and the author of the technology of the string transportation. So what we've contributed to implementing, I'm talking about our Micron efforts. So first of all, we helped Dr. Nitsky with funds to create 60 plus design bureaus, which means it's a whole engineering cluster, an engineering institute, engineering school, and UST Incorporated has the status of an R&D institute, and it was achieved just in 10 years of its operation. Well, I'd say 8 years of its operation, because the company has already had that status for a couple of years. Dr. Nitsky has more than 200 international patents. I'm talking about the intellectual property registered across the entire world and protected. Some of those patents were owned by Dr. Nitsky before crowd investing. Some of those patents were obtained during the development of the UST technology when the company went through the stage of addressing technological risks. And right now, the fact that the company and Dr. Nitsky has a lot of patents and know-hows, we've now overcame that stage of addressing technological risks. And as a result, the company now has thousands of specialists, well, not thousands, but more than 1,000 specialists, qualified specialists, trained specialists that helped create Dr. Nitsky more than 15 UPOD models. I'm talking about developed models with flagship models already tested and certified, and some of them already being operated within commercial projects. But we'll talk about them later. Well, as for in continuation of our achievements and milestones so far in crowd investing, here's what I can add. The GTI group of companies and UST Incorporated received an international certification from TÜV-SW. I'm talking about internationally recognized safety validation and market access approval. Also, we have a number of products already certified and ready for market. We have 2 ready-to-use products ready for commercial implementation. I'm talking about urban passenger and cargo transportation systems. Next, friends. The most important thing right now, that's what I've been talking about. The technology indeed is ready to be launched to the market. There is a certain scale of maturity called TRL. We are at stage 8 to 9, which means that it's fully ready for serial implementation, which is a good sign for all of us. Also, there are 10 kilometers of tracks, structures, and 30 plus infrastructure facilities. So if we put together all of our tracks and facilities in R&D centers and overall in the company's assets, this is what we call as capital assets. We have commercial operations already in the CIS region. I'm talking about Ulight in operation and Sosny project in development. So that's also a great sign. And right now, the company also has around 300 projects in the pipeline valued at $143.4 billion. That's the current portfolio of the companies. Well, many of those projects are still in the negotiation stages, and some of them are are at the design and pre-design stages, which means that not far away is the time when we will see projects, string transportation projects, being implemented one by one in the world, especially within the new approach to business scaling that Dr. Unitsky mentioned during his previous meeting with us. I'm talking about creating the infrastructural development corporations in different corners of our planet. That's where we're going to have the most profitable commercial projects using string transportation technologies, and all GTI investors will have at least a 20% stake in every of those corporations, which is very important to understand, friends, because this is a not far off future that is in store for us as investors, and we are fully aware of the fact that this path will speed up the entering of the technology into the international market. And second of all, the company will already have orders for engineering works. And as we know, in the total revenues, there is a huge item called engineering design, and the engineering design is performed by UST Incorporated, and we are 100% co-owners of UST Incorporated. So very soon the company will sell its intellectual property pre-IPO shares, and by selling those pre-IPO shares, GTI covers its operational costs. So that scaling approach will help UST Incorporated to cover its operational costs, which means all the revenues coming from project implementation will be used to generate profits to be shared with all the co-owners, all the investors. And I am sure that this year we have a very high chance, very high likelihood of this model coming into reality, and for us to receive our first remuneration. This is what we're going for, and this is what was facilitated or accelerated by the current funding optimization plan for the GTI, with the aim to scale the UST technology. And now, friends, let's move on to the specific model and how the entire architecture is built. Well, first of all, what kind of a status we work in as a Micron Global platform? We are an international marketing operator and a technological platform providing IT infrastructure, communications, and transaction processing for the engagement of investors, partners, and participants with the UST projects, to be more specifically with GDTI group of companies, which combines all the companies related to the UST technology. So, legal model, how we're going to work. So we position ourselves as an agent platform, a kind of an administrator, operating between the client and the holding company. So this model is called SaaS model, or software as a service, plus agency framework. As for jurisdiction, we are working under the legislation of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, and we are compliant with all the international regulations such as FATF. We have KYC and AML compliance. So usually such regulations are applicable to such platforms as ours. Also, another very important factor is governance, because this is quite a lot of partners are asking about. The fact that we have 2,000 people right now is good, so many people will learn new information for themselves. So the Micron Global management and the GTI management have established a supervisory board, including executives from both Micron Global and GTI. So we need to understand here that investments coming from all the investors who will be becoming co-owners of the UST technology will go directly to the GTI group of companies. We are not a financial intermediary. Micron Global is not a platform that accumulates funds. No, we are just a marketing service provider, agency. So when the first investor makes their first investment, that money goes to their account. And we, as a platform, only receive money afterwards from GTI. So the money goes from the investor directly to the GTI, and then GTI pays marketing platform Micron Global a fee for marketing services. But we'll have a detailed presentation about it. And I will tell you in the second part more about our cooperation and interaction. So this is a very important aspect. All of the investors coming with the purpose to become GTI co-owner will be investing that money directly into the GTI company. So all the money goes to the GTI bank accounts right away. So it ensures full transparency and full control on the side of the GTI management. This is very important because this model ensures transparency and safety for investors. Again, I repeat, marketing platform Micron Global is not going to keep the money coming from the investors. All of that money goes to the group of companies GTI, and then GTI pays the marketing fee to the Micron Global, which makes us stand apart from all previous marketing platforms, except RSW Systems platform, because Micron Global is a logical continuation of the RSW Systems, an improved version of that platform, if you will. RSW Systems always worked directly with GTI. It was like an online representation of GTI. As for the safeguards and the business model, so first of all, legal protection. The platform is GDPR compliant. I'm talking about data protection standards. As for the transparency, well, all of the data that we receive from the investors are directly recorded in the registry of the holding company, and rights are confirmed via official extracts in the user account. So you will get the extract in your back office with the copies of the documents confirming that your name has been added to the shareholders registry. So after you get that shareholders registry extract, you will be able to generate a PDF of your certificate. So we will not be delivering hard copies of certificates to your homes because we realized it wasn't an effective way of obtaining your certificates. You will be able to generate a PDF certificate in your back office and then print it out at home or in some specialized place, because for you, the legal binding document is the extract from the shareholders registry. And the certificate is just a piece of paper, because you might lose it, you might burn it, you might splash water on it, and it will be destroyed. But the extract is something permanent. So we took into account our investors' wishes. Many of them wanted to have certificates. So in Micron Global, you will be able to generate a PDF certificate. And of course, friends, we have a business, career, professional growth opportunities for you. We're going to have a separate meeting. I think it was going to happen on the 10th of March, on Tuesday, same time. We're going to look into our marketing plan. Yes, the 10th of March is Tuesday, probably a little bit later, but we will inform you beforehand. As for the business instruments, business career, we are going to use an innovative promotion model. Our main promotion tool will be augmented reality app, AdMix Reality. We're going to conduct additional training on how to use that app. And most importantly, our work is going to be based on training, universal training of all of our partners, both old partners and new partners. And that training will aim to ensure deep, full understanding of our product. We are fully aware that, unfortunately, many investors did not fully understand the structure of the GTI group of companies. They did not fully understand the product, the market we're working in. Many people had too high expectations of what they invested into, and it is normal. No harm, real harm done here. However, we should be fully aware of the mistakes we made in the past, and we need to take them into account. And now, based on that experience, we're going to try to make amends, to rectify this situation. And I'm sure many of you will enjoy our training approaches, the approaches that we're going to use on our updated platform. So friends, starting today, you now have the opportunity to start registering on the platform, start becoming our clients. But there is a very important nuance here. Starting today, you are first of all able to register, sign up on the platform. Then you will go through the verification procedure, and then you can become a full-fledged user on our platform. I would like to dwell on this particular part and go to the technical details. We fully understand that Micron Global Platform right now is going to bring together all UST investors, such as ex-clients of RSW Systems, ex-clients of SWC, or Skyway Investment Group. So we'll need a short adaptation period, because many of the people present here today who will be watching the recording of this meeting have thousands of people in their structures who followed you, who are under you in your team. And you need time to logically, correctly build your business, because agency work is a huge effort and requires a lot of time and time for adaptation. Also, we need that time to process the feedback from you to improve our platform. So that adaptation period probably will last 2 weeks at least. So we will give time until the 14th of March to redesign, to build your structure according to your wishes, according to your career plans. You will have the marketing plan to help you. So right now, you don't have to rush headfirst with registration. What I mean right now is you need to decide whom you're going to work with, who is going to be your sponsor, who is going to be your first line, second line. You need to make sure that you are comfortable with your upline, with your sponsor, with your mentor, with your leader. There are dozens of synonyms I can use. But you need to make your choice, whom you want to move forward with. And I insistently recommend that many of you register using the link that you will receive from your sponsor, because the work that we are doing implies regular training, regular communication, regular support from your upline. So you don't have, dear colleagues, right now to haste and hurry to sign up. It will not give you any privileges or advantages, because this is not a hype project. We're not a platform that is going to give share drops or offer some kind of a Fabergé egg hunt, Easter hunt, right? No, we are a serious marketing service platform that is going to work in a corporate, responsible manner, in a diplomatic manner. So I call upon all of you to show reason, to use reason and make an informed decision who is going to be your upline, who is going to be first line, etc. Do not run ahead of the train, as they say. You have enough time. Today is the 26th of February. Before the 14th of February, you still have time to decide who is going to be where in your structure without making hasty decisions. And one more thing, there will definitely be situations, I'm telling you in simple terms, when probably some of you will be, well, some of you register under a wrong sponsor. For example, you made this decision too fast. So you will have time to change your sponsor if you made a mistake, but we're going to give you just one chance to do so. At the launch of our platform, you will have only one chance to amend your mistake if you made a mistake when choosing your sponsor. And I think you'll have a window of probably 45 days tops from the launch of the platform. That's going to be a window during which you will have this one chance to change your sponsor if you made a mistake in choosing them. So please be careful when deciding whom you're going to register under, because we don't want to flood our customer support with requests to change sponsors. But we still understand that things can happen, and we take that into consideration, and we would like to meet you halfway. Next, friends. As for the adaptation period, that period is going to last 2 weeks. And during that period, you won't be able to make purchases on the platform. You will be able to deposit money on your account, but you won't be able to spend that money yet during that adaptation period, because we need everyone to find their own pace. You need to register, you need to verify. After the verification, you will get your referral link. You will be able to share that referral link with your downline, and before the sales start, you can already top up your balances on the main account, but you won't be able to make purchases at least until the 14th of March. And again, the reason being is that we need to make sure that everything works flawlessly, that all the technical nuances are addressed, that all the features are functional. So before the 14th of March, the platform will not have any sales. And here you will be asking me quite a logical question. What should we do in those 2 weeks? What do you think you will be doing during those 2 weeks? Let me rephrase that. Is everything clear so far, what I've just said about our approach to the start? Whether you liked it or whether you didn't like it, give me a plus, a minus, like or dislike. You can do it using Zoom features. You can do it in the chat. Dmitry, could you please enable the chat? I would like to have some feedback from you. Okay. I see applause, hearts, likes, pluses. Good. I'm already reading the chat. I see likes, suns, hearts, positivity, hundreds. Okay, great. I see we have positive feedback here predominantly. Someone wrote plus minus. Well, that's the first minus I noticed so far. Well, when we launch this process, when we have launched this process, we try to take into account all the wishes that came from our crowd investing community, and we tried to do our best when making our decisions to use the Solomon's approach so that the decisions made would be to the satisfaction of the majority of our investors and partners. And your feedback is a proof that we are on the right track, and considering all the wishes and feedback, I think we've made the right decision. Okay, friends, now let's move on to another important part, what we're going to do in the meanwhile, in the next 2 weeks. So within the funding optimization plan, remember, the plan for the scaling of GTI, our platform has been offering an unprecedented offer that's been launched on the 29th of January, and within that promotion, partners were able to purchase pre-IPO shares at very high discounts, starting from 700 to 990. And I also announced that we're going to have changes in that program, and we are going to have changes in the discounts as well, in the part of bonuses. Before that, we've been saying that the program has been extended until today, until the 26th of February, and I'm going to have 2 updates for you. The first update will be very much to your liking. We are going to extend this promo for 2 days until the 28th of February. And I will show it to you how it's going to work and what kind of changes are going to be implemented during the next 2 weeks that I've mentioned until the 14th of March. So, because I would like to answer a question, what are you going to do in the meanwhile, in the next 2 weeks? Just give me a moment, colleagues. I'm going to enter my back office because I wanted to show you some of the nuances. Okay. Please note, dear colleagues, that until the end of the promotional offer, only 2 days and 7 hours are left. You see, there is a meter, the countdown here. You can see it on the screen. So until the 28th of February inclusive, at midnight, until midnight, we will have all those promotional offers valid. The discount 700 plus. When you go there, we have rebranding package 700 plus, and the terms that you see on the screen right now in the back office will be applicable. And you see there is a bonus plan there. Bonus for one-off payment, bonus for 2 payments, and bonus for finishing the installment plan in 3 payments. For example, if we purchase a package for $1,000, and if you pay for it in one go, you'll get plus 20%, which will boost your number of pre-IPO shares to a way higher number. So you're going to have 864 discount. So what is the particular benefit of this particular program? If you make a purchase and before the 28th of February, you will be able to make a repeat purchase after the first cycle of payments, and you'll be able to do it to make 2 more purchases. For example, on the 28th of February, you purchase a $1,000 package, and you decide to pay for it in full in March. March meaning month 2, you will get plus 15%. Or, for example, you decide to pay for it in 3 payments. In April, you will get plus 10%. Still a sizable bonus, considering the current discounts. If you finished paying this installment plan, you will have a window of opportunity to make a second purchase of the same package. And after you finish paying for the second package, you will be able to make a third purchase of the same package. Starting from March the 1st to March 14th, while we're still in the adaptation period, we will have packages available in RSW systems, but with different discounts. What's going to change? Well, first, friends, we need to fully realize here that the discounts that we are seeing right now, they are unprecedented discounts. And the objective, or better, the main objective behind these discounts was to create a safety net for the company for the nearest future, for GTI, for the company to be able to successfully bring its product to the market. And we've already solved that task in part, so it is quite logical that the discounts should be reduced. On the 1st of March, we will see the first reduction of the discounts within that program, within the funding optimization plan. And the discounts will be changed as follows. From the 1st March to the 14th of March, there will be no bonuses. The packages will be available for $500 in installments, for $1,000 in installments, $2,500, $5,000, and $10,000. Those packages will be available in installments, and they will have one discount. The discount will be $700. This is A. All of those packages in installments will have one discount. But if you want to pay for them in one payment without purchasing an installment plan, you will have packages for $1,000, $2,500, $5,000, and $10,000 with a discount of $770. So if you take a calculator and if you know how to use it, you will see that if you purchase a package before the 28th of February and purchase a package for $10,000 and pay it in one go, you will have a discount of $990. You will be able to enjoy the bonus plan. But if you purchase that same package from the 1st to the 14th of March, the discounts are still going to be amazing. Quite recently, our discounts were like 70, 110. And starting from the 1st of March, the discount is going to be 700 and 770. Very good discounts, very good opportunity for many investors to increase their portfolio, the existing portfolio. And also it's an opportunity for our partners to invite other investors with very good discounts. But the difference is that there isn't going to be that bonus pre-IPO shares, bonus plans. So from the 1st of March, you'll be able to purchase those packages in installments. And if you purchase, for example, $1,000 package in March, you will not get bonus shares. You will have a fixed discount of $700. And those are installments. And if you purchase packages in one go, you will get a fixed discount of $770 for individual packages. So right now, friends, we need to understand the value of doing things in time. And we now understand the value of GTI pre-IPO shares. Remember, I told you right away in the past that the discounts will gradually be reduced until they reach their market value, the baseline value. And the sales models and the baseline discounts will be covered later. You will learn about it when we launch our sales on marketing platform Micron Global. But the date of the launch of sales is still open. For now, tentatively, it's going to happen mid-March. But closer to the 14th of March, at one of our meetings, we will know the exact date of the launch of the Micron Global platform and what kind of discounts are going to be offered. So colleagues, right now we have a very unique opportunity that is offered, I guess, for the first time ever throughout the entire history of crowd investing. Such discounts probably existed for a very short period of time in the very beginning, but when it all started, we had nothing to lose. It was a 15-stage development program. It was only ideas and blueprints. But right now, we have an entire sector-shaping, viable technology when the company is going to the market. And we successfully overcome the critical financial situation, and we were able to do so thanks to the efforts of each and every one of us, dear friends. And you have my deepest gratitude as the owner of the founder of the RSW Systems platform and Micron Global platform. And I'm sure Dr. Unitsky is as grateful as I am, he being the author of the technology who has dedicated more than 50 years of his life to this technology. It is thanks to you that we were able to handle this task, and it is thanks to you that I'm sure we'll implement dozens of other commercial projects with crowd investing and through our common efforts. Because crowd investing is a huge force, colleagues, and we've seen it with our own eyes. We see that Microns put together is able to give a huge big result. So we still have 2 days to enjoy the unique terms of getting discounts as high as 770 or 990, and then starting from the 1st of March, the fixed discount is going to be 700 for installments and a fixed discount of 770 if you pay in one go. As for the discounts at the launch of the sales on Micron Global, I'm talking launch of the sales because the platform has been launched today and now the platform is open for registration. The discounts at the launch of sales will be revealed closer to the launch day, which is 14th of March, tentatively. And on the 10th of March, we're going to have a separate meeting presenting our marketing plan with clarifications, explanations, and all the follow-up. So colleagues, how do you like the updates that I've just given you? I see quite a lot of you are giving me hearts and likes, but I would like also to read the chat, see what you think about it. People are saying super, great, Godspeed. Okay, everything is fine. Micron Global is the best. I think that's what it says in English. I see millions and billions as a score. So there are some... So people are calling to action, like, let's go for it. What else? Someone says we have very abundant news. Nice flames, likes, hearts. It's so great. Well, as for the countries you've been asking me, dear friends, the blacklisted countries, right, Russia. So let me tell you how it's going to go for the RSW systems. Right now, if you purchase the packages on RSW systems and you are from Russia, you will be able to make a second and a third purchase as well. But on Micron Global, unfortunately, you won't be able to do so. But we're working on this, and we are going to do the full optimization, streamlining of Micron Global platform for the platform to be available across the entire world. So we're working on it. It's going to happen very soon. We're going through certain legal processes. So ahead of us, we have a huge bulk of work, global work. And once we're through that stage, Imagine, dear colleagues, what kind of results we're going to have, because right now in our portfolio we have at least two technologies by Dr. Unitsky who have already been implemented using crowd investing, microns of investments from each of us. And in the near future, we will be able to use our platform to raise funds for many other technologies and inventions by Dr. Unitsky. And this is the biggest advantage of our platform, because here we are going to work only with UST technologies. So we're going to focus only on technologies owned by the Unitsky's group of company, without losing focus. As for the RSW system's fate, what's going to happen to it? When we launch officially the sales on Micron Global, you will be able to access your back offices in RSW systems. We're not going to shut them down. You will have all the information available, history, but you won't be able to purchase new packages there. You will be able to make your repeat purchases or finish paying your previous installments. And I'm talking about the rebranding packages that you still are able to purchase. After making your final third purchase, you will not be able to make any additional purchases on RSW systems. You will still have access to discount 600, but those discount 600 will also be transferred to Micron Global if you had the right to use that discount. You'll do it through the customer support. So it doesn't matter where you had the discount 600, on SWC or RSW systems or in SWIG. It doesn't matter. You go to the customer support and you will be able to continue enjoying that discount. However, provided that you throughout all that time, you kept meeting all the terms and conditions. That's why I told you, you need to keep that discount as long as you can, because it's been a month and since our exceptional promotional offer, and now we are reducing our discounts. Right now, it's going to be 770 tops. Then we will gradually reduce it lower and lower. And in a very short period of time, the baseline, the current discounts will be smaller, way smaller than your 600 discount. So colleagues, I insistently recommend not to lose the eligibility to discount 600. This is your privilege for life. You will still be able to enjoy that discount when the market discounts are going to be like 20 or 30. And it's going to happen quite soon. As for RSW systems, what I can tell you more. A lot of people were asking about the news and updates on RSW systems. We will be managing the news feed on RSW systems platform related to the development of the UST technology. For example, some of the countries will not be able to access Micron Global, but of course you can go to the official website and follow the news there, but we will be updating the news on RSW systems as well for at least a year, because we don't want to leave our clients and partners behind. We're going to support that side as well. As for using bank cards from Europe and other Western countries, we haven't yet added this feature. I explained to you the reason during my last meeting. Hopefully, we will address this problem in the near future. Right now, you can pay in dollars and Russian currency, but from CIS countries. But if you're in Europe or in the Western Hemisphere country, then you can use crypto. Or you can use the currently available payment methods on the platform. But if, for example, we fail to add bank cards, well, you might miss out on the opportunity. So probably if you want to make use of the current promotional offer, learn how to use crypto and use crypto to purchase the current packages until they're still available. This is not very difficult to learn. how to do that. Okay, friends, look, we're quite on time. We started at 5:15 p.m. Minsk time. Now it's 6 p.m. Minsk time. So it took us exactly 1 hour, which is great news. So friends, I wanted to tell you, well done to all of us. We've achieved a huge result together during that period of time, but we shouldn't relax. And let me remind you, or even better, tell you a very important thing to do that our investors need to do, and partners who consider themselves regional and national leaders. Right now, it is important for you to get ready for some serious work, which will start once we launch the sales on Micron Global. Right now, you need to build your partnership networks. Second of all, you need to be informationally aware. You need to rewatch probably the recordings with Dr. Initsky's participation. You need to now populate our Telegram channels in different languages that we've already created. Those Telegram channels will also be linked to our current Telegram channel about all of the information resources that we have. We have a separate Vietnamese channel for Vietnamese investors, English channel for English-speaking investors, all within the Marketing Micron Global platform. So right now, we need to go and subscribe and follow that channels, you and your partners. It is very important for us to be working in the same information field and be part of the official channels. And we are going to keep very close track, monitor all other non-official channels, because we need to make sure that new investors, new clients are not misinformed, because misinformation is what created a lot of negativity since 2014. I will be personally supervising this particular issue, what our leaders are saying, how they're delivering information. For us, it is very important because it is about our reputation, our good name, our future. So, dear colleagues, I have a very urgent request to you, especially leaders, so that you would join all those channels before we launch our official training, and get yourself informed from official sources so that you know what to tell your potential clients before we launch the official corporate training. So this is task A, task probably even B, so probably now is task C for you, is to get ready. Many leaders already started doing that. I'm talking about getting ready to work with their partners. I'm talking about holding online and offline meetings. I know that our partners and colleagues from Vietnam are already preparing their first event to be held in their country. Similar events are being prepared in Africa and in Europe as well. So colleagues, many of you have my contact details. You can send me direct requests. Remember, we do not talk. Remember, do not DM me about payments, about technical details. We have customer support to address those requests. Please go to our professionals. There is no point to write to me about technical details because I will still refer you to my colleagues. But as for marketing efforts, marketing activities, and business, you can boldly write to me, because in the next 3 months, we need to make up a schedule of all different events that we're going to have in different countries and regions, both offline and online events. Many of you have been asking about representative offices in your countries. Right now, we're not going to work on establishing representative offices because we still need to go through the all the legalities, all the procedures. And until we do that, we will be doing online meetings, online work. And as for the offline work, those offline events will be held by our local leaders, and we're gonna have 2-3 day events together. Presentation, training, networking. As for fixed offices, we're not going to open those offices yet. As for official regional representatives in different countries, we're not going to nominate any regional representatives yet ahead of time because those people need to prove their worth by their performance. So friends, you have at least 6 months to show yourself, to prove yourself, to show your country's performance, to show how you organize your work, to show the kind of sales volumes you generate. And then 6 months after, we're going to establish leadership councils in different countries, all countries, with no exceptions. So we are going to work all on equal grounds. All leaders will have an even play field. And another thing that I forgot to mention, that upon registration, if you had ranks on Skyway, Invest Group, or SWC, you will have a privileged period to confirm those statuses. We will assign you elevated, high ranks from the get-go, but you will have a period to confirm those statuses as well. So your previous purchases and your previous ranks will be taken into account. You won't have to start from scratch. So you will start with the head start right away. But you will have a period of time to prove those ranks. And it will also imply certain bonuses and privileges according to our marketing plan. But more about it on the 10th of March. This is just a reminder. I kind of mentioned it before already, but I felt it necessary to mention it today as well. So let me remind once again that it is very important for our regional leaders to get ready for active work. So friends, to sum it all up, I'm talking about the launch of the registration on our platform without the launch of sales. So first, colleagues, right now you have the chance to register on the Micron Global website, go through verification, get your referral link, and start building your network. When you register, you need to think carefully whom of your partners you want to work with in order to reduce the load on our customer support if you make a mistake, so we don't have to reshuffle your structure again. You will be able to top up your accounts and test our payment systems and use all the tools that you see in your back office. In parallel with that, within 2 weeks, in parallel to that adaptation period, on the RSW systems, we will still continue sales at discount 700 to 770, depending on whether you go for installment plans or you pay in one go. But until the 28th of February, you will be able to enjoy a bonus plan on RSW systems in the next 2 days, which gets you 20%, 15%, or 10% more pre-IPO shares. While when we launch sales on Micron Global, there will be no more sales on RSW systems and no more new registrations on RSW systems. Only old clients from any platform will have access to their RSW accounts. I'm talking about SWIG, SWC, and RSW systems. So in parallel to all those processes during that adaptation period, all leaders who consider themselves as leaders right now need to engage in serious marketing activities, get ready for serious work. And by serious work, I mean start organizing offline and online events. On my behalf, I would like to propose, and we're already doing it with different teams, we meet with them. I answer all of their questions from our existing investors. We work with what we have right now, and we have the RSW Systems platform with amazing promotional offers right now. Don't forget, this is the main source of funding for the technology. So we know how to handle several processes at the same time. You build your network, and also you are being active on the RSW systems by raising funds, attracting investments. And I don't think these two processes will be in each other's way, because we all know how to multitask, and I know you've been handling it pretty well. So friends, we have quite a lot of work. We will have good results, even better results, and we've already come through the first stage of technological development. We've addressed technological risks through our funding, and we will continue making efforts to help the technology go into the market by implementing the funding optimization plan for GTI. We've done it once, we'll do it again. And in conclusion, here's what I'm gonna say. From small to big, friends, we have done it once, we're gonna do it 20 more times. Thank you very much for attending our today's event. Congratulations on this memorable date, 26/02/2026, the start of registrations on our marketing platform, Micron Global. Ahead of us, we have huge results, huge achievements, huge milestones and victories. Until we meet again at our next meeting, which will be announced very shortly, which will be dedicated to our intermediate results, and the meeting dedicated to the marketing plan will be held on the 10th of March. Until we meet again, stay in high moods and all eyes on the screen. To our slogan for the next 10 years, 6 months at least, we can do it. Bye-bye.
Lights begin. The code runs clean. Machines awake, but nothing's seen. A measured breath, a silent cue. We start again. We do. Repeat, obey, repeat again. The system speaks, we understand. We can do it. That's enough. We can do it. Hard and rough. We can do it under rule. We can do it. Keep it cool.
we stay confined. We can do it. We comply. We can do it. We don't try. We can do it. In the grave. We can do it. Night and day. Motion pure, no cause, no sin. Progress carved in discipline. Silence builds, the world resets. We do what the system expects. We can do it.